Hey guys, how's it going? So today I wanted to take some time and update some of our containers around the property that are really looking quite bad at this point. I'm not ready to get them set up for the holidays yet, but I do want to start moving in that direction. So putting in some more evergreens, maybe using some dried hydrangeas in there. And I figured I would take you guys along for the process. I also want to talk about what are some considerations that you want to think about when setting up a winter container, as well as some tricks that you may want to consider to keep your container moist longer throughout the winter season. So if that interests you, come on, let's get to work.
Winter pots actually dry out faster than people think. One of the obvious reasons is that we forget to check them because it's so cold out, but there are also some hidden reasons. Cold, dry winter air wicks moisture out faster than humid summer air does. Evergreen canopies can also block snow and rain from reaching the root ball. Repeated freezing and thawing pushes water away from the roots, and as the soil contracts in the cold, it pulls away from the pot. So, this causes the water to run down the sides instead of really truly soaking in.
Okay, so now the next thing that I'm going to do to help with that moisture retention is add some coco coir to the bottom of the soil. So coco coir can come in two different formats. It can come in a hard brick that you can pick up on Amazon, and all you have to do is soak it in some water and blend it into your soil. Or I don't have that on me right now. So what I'm going to use is some old coco coir lining. And hopefully that's going to do the same trick as it would had I had the brick available for me to use.
Coco coir absorbs up to 10 times its weight in water, keeping soil evenly moist without waterlogging. It improves drainage and aeration so roots don't suffocate in cold, compacted soil. And because coco coir naturally resists fungi and pests, it helps protect your plants all winter long. Now, if you're using the brick of coco coir, you would need to hydrate the brick, and then you could either mix it into your soil or leave a layer at the bottom of your container. But since I'm using an old liner, I am just pressing the liner into the bottom and the sides of the pot and then adding soil to the top of it. Now you can also add a layer compost for extra winter moisture retention, but I already added mine in the spring. If I were to add some more now, that could make the soil too heavy and waterlogged in cold weather, and that will lead to root rot. Next, I'm going to add this lemon cypress because I love the bright chartreuse color and it instantly brings life to winter containers. Lemon cypress are hardy in zones 7 through 10. The general rule of thumb for outdoor containers is to choose plants that are hardy at least 2 zones colder than your own, since pots expose roots to way more temperature swings. I'm in zone 6, so technically this is a pretty big risk because I should be using something that is hardy down to zone 5. But I only need this to look great through January, and I feel confident that with the right placement and moisture, it is going to do just fine.
Now, I think once we get closer to the actual holiday season, what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant something that's more evergreen and has red berries around it to make it more festive, but I'm not ready for that quite yet. I don't really like to rush the holiday season. We're still in November. We still have Thanksgiving ahead of us. So basically what I'm going to do is cut back some of our hydrangeas, and I'm just going to use this to decorate the base of it. And then the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in this bottom with these clippings of the green giants that I took from around our property. I think that looks pretty good. And I think once we get closer to the holiday season and into December, all I'm probably going to want to do is maybe add a bow to it and add some pops of red. So now let's go do the second urn. All right, guys, well, here is the final product, and I think it looks pretty good. So I think it'll take me through the balance of November, and then come the start of December, all I'm going to do is add some pops of red to it, maybe a nice bow, just to make it a little bit more festive. But for now, it's going to stay like this. So let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what you guys are doing for your containers. And as always, if you like my content, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.